Let's talk about the even bigger scam of how a man can literally just basically turn around in a week or two or 30 days and claim that he is a changed man after he's done you dirty, and the world will forgive him. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I want to reply to Miss World, aka Gavor Child's comment. She says, if a little bit of time has passed, a man can claim to anybody that he's a changed man and that you're just stuck on the past. This is so true when it comes to women being victimized by predatory men. A predatory man could literally just disappear, go date someone else, go back home to his family, do him, and then literally spin the block and say that you're bitter. If you try to call him out, if you try to hold him accountable for being predatory, for being a total dick to you, cheating on you, doing you dirty, stealing from you, whatever the case may be, if you try to hold him accountable, he can say that you're bitter. He can lash out at you violently. But normally when that man spins the block, and I'm sure, we've seen our share of spin the block relationships, even from a celebrity standpoint this year. A lot of them come back and say, I've changed, and that change could, that whole spiel, it doesn't even have to be a significant length of time. It could be a week or two. It could be a month or 2 or 3. It could be 6 months. But they're going to tell you that they've changed. They've gone to church. They found God. They've seen the error of their ways. Maybe I've started counseling. They're going to tell you everything that you want to hear. They're going to tell everybody else. If they were acquainted with your family, they're also going to sing that same song and dance. If you actually have a family that's like, wants to check him, he's going to also, schmooze his way back in with that same story. I tell you, it's like a script that they all read from the same book. And you don't, there's little to no work that can be done in 6 months. I'm sorry, I'm a professional. And I can say this, with someone who's predatory, with someone who has personality traits, I would dare even say, I would say within 2 years, and that would be weekly treatment, individual treatment, group treatment, medication management. Like, it would need to be consistent, which unless it's court mandated, it usually never is. Not all the time, but most of the time, I would say when we're looking at personality, characterological personality disorders, or even people that have traits like narcissistic traits, antisocial, or borderline traits, it needs to be a significant period of time, no less than 2 years. And you would need to see, as a woman, if you're even considering this, right? Because most women, a lot of women that I've encountered, also tend to do the work on themselves. But especially if you've done the work on yourself, you're going to therapy, you're going to church, you're pretty consistent, you're dieting, you're exercise, you're kind of, making your life more stable, more healthy, you're holding your own self accountable. You need to hold him accountable too, and that means looking at receipts. If you're actually going to even consider, even consider it, which I don't recommend. I'm a person that I firmly believe if a person shows you their butt the first time, you need to believe it and move on. It doesn't matter if you have kids and whatnot. But that's just me. Everyone has beliefs and strategies that work for them. But the whole point of this, getting back to it, is that there's basically, he doesn't have to put forth any effort. When women have to, they have to walk through the fires of hell. They have to show that they've done this, they've done that, to prove that they're a worthy woman. When a man can literally just pop back up and say, hey, I'm a changed man. I've done the work, and there's little to no evidence of it, but people will take him at his word that he is now a good guy. He's great for doing that. You need to let him back. People will try to convince you that you need to work it out, and he's putting forth the effort despite the fact that he's not putting forth any effort.